Well, it certainly is it's a fascinating subject, the link between nutrition and behaviour, and I know it's a lot of, I've done a lot of research about that from the human side, especially with omega-3s and fish oils. But there is still a perception and with children, and it's probably the same with dogs, where people just think that's just the dog, and they can't make the link between the food that the fuel that they're giving to the dog and the behaviour it comes out. And they just think, well, that's a naughty child or a naughty dog. They just think, well, he was born like that.
Yes.
But it's, you know, it's not at all, and the diet has a huge impact, and especially when you mentioned all the different EC chemicals that are being put in there, the preservatives and the like that they put into these foods, and that's where, you know, things like the fulvic acid can come in, because the fulvic acid has a very strong affinity for any kind of toxin and rids it from the system. So yeah, it's a fascinating link and a fascinating subject. I know that you've been using the fulvic acid now for a couple of weeks. Have your clients been receptive to it, and what's the response been with that?
Absolutely. I mean, once they realise what's in their pet food, and they suddenly realise that this is now in their dog's body and is now causing the behaviour, to know that they've got a very natural, very well priced supplement that they can put in that's actually going to help cleanse the body, get rid of the toxins and strengthen the immune system, they're more than happy to put it on their dog's food. Absolutely. Okay. And I've had Annie, my own dog, on it for 2 weeks now, and I've seen a complete difference in her coat already. I was only stroking her last night and just thinking, wow, she just feels so like velvet. Now, Annie, my greyhound, was kept in kennel environment from pup. She was a racing dog up to the age of 4. She's turning 5 next week, and she was put on a horrendous diet. They don't feed the racing dogs well at all. Just a very dried mix, comes out yellow the other end. It has no nutritional value at all, and she, for a 4-year-old dog, had very bad mouth rot, and just her skin and her coat was flaky. It was that real kennel environment coat, you know, it had no shine to it, the coat felt rough. She had all that flaky skin, and her eyes looked dull, her mouth was in a horrendous state, and, you know, I've just noticed such a difference, even just putting her on fulvic acid. The raw meaty bone diet, obviously, that I put her on helped. I mean, her teeth are gleaming now. It's cleaned all the tartar off, all the horrible residue and bacteria that's going on in there, and it's cleaned all the brown staining off and everything. She's got, her gums have gone back to pink because they've been red, and you know, that I know that's going to save me a fortune in vet bills, and the comfort of my dog, and now knowing that all those toxins aren't going back into her body and going to cause disease later on in life. Our dogs can't tell us when they've got toothache.
No.
You know, and the whole ripping the meat off the bone and the actual jaw action when they're eating the raw meat on the bone is what is cleaning their teeth. There are no products on the market that can clean teeth like natural raw meat and bone. In the wild, dogs don't need to see dentists. They don't have these diseases that we're finding out now. They don't have vets in the wild, and they live good, long, healthy lives on just on a very natural diet.